In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus is teaching his disciples, and he poses to them three questions that the response seems very contrary to what you would hear in the Americas, in the West, in the United States. He asks them, if you are good only to those who are good back to you, what credit is that to you? If you are loving to those who will love you back, what credit is that to you? And if you are generous in giving only to those who you know will pay you back, what credit is that to you? And all three of these questions have the same answer. Jesus says, even sinners do these things. If you are only loving, generous, and good to those who will reciprocate, you're behaving no differently than the sinners do. As Christians, we are called to love our neighbors. We are called to be loving and merciful in the same way that God is loving and merciful even to those who are hateful, spiteful, and ungrateful. It's not easy to be loving and kind and generous to those who are violent and contrary to us. We need to be loving and merciful to those even when the response we get is not the same. To those people who hate us, to those people who despise the Christian faith, we still need to be loving and merciful. Just as God is merciful with us because we sin every day, we are living lives often that are contrary to what He has called us to be. Yet, as Christians, we have the loving God who is willing to forgive us, to move us forward, to give us the things we need to be holy. We just need to put in the work. We need to be open and understanding of how loving our God is. We need to act in a way that reciprocates that love back to Him. As Jesus says elsewhere, we need to be willing to forgive those who have wronged us, just as God has forgiven us our sins. If we are not willing to forgive those who have sinned against us, then we have no grounds for expecting God to give us any forgiveness for the sins we've committed against Him. We can't ask for what we don't give.